Good evening, folks. This is Darth Rabbit 07 coming to you tonight with another quick review. I got the last of my Terrorcons in together. I got Novocaine and I got Nightbird in finally. I'm so tickled to have her. I watched Rise of the Beast again last night just to kind of get pumped up about this, and we'll just take you into this review here and get this done. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again to those who have subscribed. And let's get this turned around and focus in on Nightbird. Thank you again for watching. And there she is. The final Terrorcon is on the turntable, ready for review. She's number 104 in a studio series. I love the way this looks right here. Kind of wish this translated to this toy as like with the other Terrorcons. There's the look at the side of the box, the back of the box. Nissan officially licensed, it looks like. Or, yeah, it doesn't get the little shiny thing, so I don't know. It's got Nissan there, it's in there, it's a Nissan. This car is a Nissan. Quick bio, Nightbird and the Terrorcons fight back the Autobots to steal the transwarp key. Spoiler! Oh well. And then there she is on that side of the box. You got the top of the box showing off the Rise of the Beast, and the back of the box, if I'm not mistaken, has the UPC for those looking in store hunting. Good luck. Hope that's good enough. Let's get this box cracked open and see what's in the box. Thanks again for watching. What all comes in the box? Well, we got the warning in 26 languages. Off that goes to the trash. And then we've got her instructions showing off the configuration coming out of the box needs to be done to get her into robot mode. You got what looks like the sword configuration when she's into robot mode. And then finally the steps it takes to get her converted, and 21 steps to her Nissan Skyline car mode, and how to do some weapon storage when you do get her there. So let's take a look real quick at the backdrop that I never will use, but just to show it off here, you can do that whole outside of the Night at the Museum scene from the movie where they do the big fight there early on in the movie, or well, not really early on. Then you got Nightbird all caged in with the sword on the side. Hopefully, if you get this in the store, it's not been fiddled with. The box is actually quite protective, as you can see over there. And so hopefully we're getting ready to get back to it's in the window. We can see in there and check her out, except for just this much top portion like she was in this box. So I'm going to free her, make sure there's nothing else on the back. See, the car is pretty much stuck in that configuration. We'll get this thing freed in 3, 2, 1, and there is Nightbird on the turntable in her Hasbro configuration. And we're going to zoom in real quick and take a closer look at those details on Nightbird. I like the gold accents there at the bottom. You got some black on the legs, some darker or some gray there, not as dark as the black there, but dark enough throughout. And then you got some purple there on the shoulders bits. They like the little clear plastic thing on the head, and the little bird wings on the back. I'm not certain that I'm going to keep those bird wings up because I like all this stuff kind of down. I'll just do that for the sake of this, right? Well, let's go through the articulation first. And the head has got that much it can do there back and forth because of the stuff going down the sides, and I might mod it and make it a short helmet like she is in G1, because I just think it's a little bit overkill with all that other extra fluff there. As you see with that, the eyes are in there but kind of hide behind that big plastic clear plastic piece there. It gives her enough differentiation to be scary enough, I guess, to be a Terrorcon there. And then she's got shoulders on a ball. It can go all the way around, but just kind of gets in the way of itself. And I'm not too crazy about that whole ball shoulder thing. You can get the full T-pose there. She does have some waist articulation, but the kibble can get in the way there, as you can see. She can kick up this far. She can go back that far, so she's got quite a bit that way. And she can manage to get the full splits, just depending on how you got that waist swivel going on. So there's the full van damage. So that's pretty crazy. Going on down the leg there, upper knee. It's weird. It's got like an upper knee kind of deal going on there. Can get a double there due to the way that the transformation does probably. and you do got some ankle tiltage high up there. The legs are a little bit crazy, but this is definitely better than that mainline offering, and you can do some stuff with this to get it kind of more out of the way, and it seems to be all the more manageable there, except for those arms. The lack of wrist articulation with a sword character kind of ticks me off, and speaking of the sword, I need to get that pulled out here for you. Per the instructions, the sword can store back up in here, and that kind of looks kind of janky, but then let's get her armed up with it. And there she is with the sword, and poses with the sword will be kind of limited to her wrist articulation. I think that if you're going to give a action figure a sword, it should have the accompanying action figure articulation, like the elbow, the waist, the upper, all that stuff. I mean, you don't want to clone it into the elbow as they do so eloquently do on so many of these right here. There's a lot of junk on our truck, but for the most part, it kind of stays together. And we rarely do pose them like that, but I just wanted to show you that off there. And another side view. She does it all right. She does it better than that mainline iteration. I think the paint on this looks better overall. And that's about all it's going to be said for the robot mode there. We've got one other thing to do, and that's to get her into her Nissan Skyline car mode. And we'll do that in 3, 2, 1, and I just gotta say, wow guys, she folds up and tucks away into that Skyline so impressively. Looks really, really great. Looks light years better than that mainline offering. Love the color in the rims. I just hate that the pin is showing here, and it should have been the same exact deal. I don't understand the logic in not making things uniform all the way around, but outside of that one glaring aspect, this car mode is pretty freaking awesome. Let's take a closer look at that front detail there. You can see the Terrorcon symbol right there in the hood of the car. Really, really looks great. I love the gold on the headlights and the way that they did the stuff on the front bumper and area. The only gappage there is due to the transformation joint. It's not as crazy or impactful as the lines on Mirage. Mirage has some zigzags, but these kind of go into the flow and lines of the car, as all transformations should. I don't like the different color plastics there, but these are just minor gripes. They got painted tail lights, just awesome there. The sword storage underneath, it can be done on either side. It can be an extra muffler, kind of like popping out of the back there without it being too obtrusive. And I like the way the rest of this looks here. It just really, really does pop, except for that one. I mean, this would have been freaking just as awesome as Jazz. Listen at me. The Porsche is not Jazz, Mike. It is definitely Mirage. So Mirage's rims do this the best of any of them, and I just don't understand with this being officially. It's not as nice as some folks don't think Nissans are as nice as Porsches and stuff, but I mean, come on, give it respect where respect is needed and due. And I like the molded in rear view mirrors there. And clear plastic does scare me, like over time, but this is more of a tended to hide the inside junk pretty good. Like I said, it's pretty much a win for her in this mode. And we'll get this into some final thoughts, because I think I've rambled on long enough about this lady. Some final thoughts on Nightbird there. I do like this robot mode better now that I've changed it one time. I'd rather have the wings not up in there, and doing the wings not up in the air. She doesn't have it locked together, so the backpack will be a little bit floppy, but I do love that profile a lot better as we go around the block. There is a lot of junk hanging off the trunk, but it's neat how it kind of folds up and does stuff. It's neat how this hides totally up underneath the car mode. It's unobtrusive, and rolls pretty good. Kind of wish that she had the second sword like she has there on the box art, but I think everything here was just an early pre-design, and they didn't know what they wanted to do when they got it to the toy form and translated. But I think this is light years better than that mainline offering. Say she's an easy pickup. She's the funnest of the Terrorcons to me, and the little guys are just too fiddly. Freezer and Novocaine. Scourge is okay, and Battle Trap's atrocious because of the clear plastic, but this girl is actually quite a bit of fun. And I will be probably going back and doing some modding to get that helmet off of her neck like that. Kind of bugs me, but I like the bird theme throughout, being she's Nightbird. And that's about going to do it for her. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thank you again to all those that have done so and subscribed. Just help my channel continue to grow, guys, as we go forward here. And that's going to wrap it up for my Terrorcon. So I'll do a group video a little bit later here. Just want to get the review done. And she's my favorite Terrorcon. That's kind of crazy. I wasn't expecting to say that ever with all that junk in the trunk. But yep, she's going to do it for me. Thanks again for watching, guys. Y'all have an excellent week up there. Till all are one.